Hi guys, welcome to another Cabin Life. Today I'm going to gather some good straight cedar trees that are dead and standing. I need some fence rails for the property. So I'm in the Cedar Grove here, and there's a lot of dead standing timber and some real nice straight cedars. Some of them are actually still on the ground. I may try to inspect some of those and see that they're not rotten. And if they're good wood, then I'll salvage that stuff right from the forest floor. Otherwise, we'll cut the stuff down that we need to, as long as it's dead. I'm not going to cut any live trees down. So preserve the forest, preserve nature, and respect it. You know, it's good getting out in the fresh air. When you're back in the bush like this, this cedar grove is especially nice. It's the fresh snow last night. It is nice getting out in the fresh air. You get the heart rate up, respiratory rate up. Good for you. And I enjoy it. You know, when you're out in the woods like this, it really does give you a chance to, wind down, settle down. Your thoughts tend to ravel or unravel, as the case may be, and you get a chance to reflect. Some say that cutting wood using a hatchet or an axe or a saw, or when you're paddling a canoe, a lot of people say, and I've witnessed it and noticed it myself, that there's a rhythm that takes place in the action of cutting, sawing, paddling, and you get into a certain rhythm, and within that rhythm, once you find your mode and you find your zone, it's just an automatic thing. There's no effort. It's effortless. And in that effortless state, each stroke comes without effort. Each stroke is effortless. It's just another stroke. There's a rhythm to that. And I feel that has a real affinity with nature. That you hear animals in the bush, repeated calls. There's a pattern to those calls. a woodpecker when it knocks on a tree. There's a pattern and a rhythm to that. Not only do you hear the sounds, but it's interesting that you can even see the sounds in some cases. For instance, my buddy Eric Angeles, who's an amazing photographer, he posted a picture of a frog that was in the middle of a single croak. And he took a shot of that frog croaking, and it was sitting half in the water. And as it croaked, the sound waves from its vocalization and the vibrations in its body emanated out in ripples. It's amazing to see that. You can see the sound in nature. And on the waveform, I noticed that myself being an audio engineer and nature field recordist, musician, I work with sound files a lot, and I analyze the sound files. And I noticed that the ripples in the water from that single frog croak resembled, very much so, the similarities were uncanny with the waveform itself. So I just found that really interesting. There's so many patterns and rhythms within nature. On the big scale, you have your change of seasons, the rhythm of the seasons, the rhythm of day and night. There's the rhythm of the ages. You have cycles. There are so many different sounds that kind of repeat themselves. They have their rhythms. And a lot of these animals that do share the same frequency on the frequency scale or spectrum, they will call in different rhythms, in different patterns, at different speeds. Oh, I love the wind through the trees. That's awesome. And the rhythm of those animals at different speeds allows for spaces, so that when the birds are calling, in between those calls, the crickets may be calling, or a frog may be vocalizing. So it's kind of neat. Anyways, yeah, if you're a newcomer to the channel, we really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe, leave a comment, say hey, and tell us what you enjoy about our vids, and let us know if there's something you'd like us to zero in on or talk about or show you. We can certainly try to do our best to do that. Lots of updates to come on cabin life. You know, while I'm taking a break here, just reflecting back on our last video, which was episode 6. And if you haven't seen that, go check out episode 6. It was a look back, or a review on a year being in the wilderness at the off-grid cabin and at our new house. Our house is on grid, and we've been living in the house for the last 8 or 9 months now. But we stayed, you know, the first 4 months on this property. We stayed in a cabin over the winter, and there was lots of snow, and it was quite an ordeal, quite an experience, an adventure, and it was fun and very exciting, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. We just loved it. And, you know, we've had a lot of comments about that video and on Facebook and elsewhere. And someone said, you know, thanks for giving them hope, you know, for a baby boomer, and that they can keep their dream alive. It's not too late. And it's right. It's not too late. You know, we can do it. We made a big change in our life. We decided that this is what we wanted, and somehow, some way, we were going to go for it. And it was a big mountain to climb. We didn't know how we were going to get there, but we wanted to get there. We thought about it every day, and it was a goal. And we really recommend it. If you have a dream of getting back to the land, or just going out in nature and being out in nature more often, set the goal and figure out how you're going to do it. Think about it every day. Make a plan. And with that intention of thought and projection, that visualization, you'll be able to get there by seeing yourself there, and figure out a plan on how you're going to get there. Make some sacrifices and dream it every day, and do the actions that will take you towards that dream. Don't do the actions that continue to take you away from your dream. So maybe you have to sacrifice, maybe you have to get a second job earn the extra money so you can get a down payment on the land, or buy the land outright, build your cabin, and sacrifice and do without. Sometimes you have to be willing to do what others won't do so that you can have what others won't have in the future. So chase your dream, keep it going, keep it alive. You can do it. You know, I find that chasing your dream, it's like climbing a mountain. You see the guy up at the top of the mountain, you say, wow, that's amazing that he got there, and he got there so easily, or it seems so easy, and the way I have to get there is a whole different path. But you know what? Climb the mountain step by step, one step ahead each day, and when you get to the top of the mountain, guess what? The view, it's the same. It's the same as the other guy. So the main thing is you got to the mountaintop. Keep going. Well, till next time, this is Glenn. See you on the next Cabin Life. Over and out. Please like, comment, subscribe, share.